to know, and I've been thinking about why we always got to come out on top. Is the need to always have the lion's share wrong? And not to be like on some like communist, everything has to be fair, we got to have everything equal, but like somebody can do, like I can start something and it's $1,000 and I have 3 people working for me and I'm like, hey bro, I'm gonna give you $2, $2, $2, and I'm gonna keep the 100. Why do I feel like I gotta come out on top? Even if like, you know, they're taken care of and everything, why do I have to have the lion's share? Why do we feel like, why can't we just create opportunity? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not saying we can't ball or have whatever, but, you know, or shop, you know, have nice things. But, yeah, it's...
Who decides? The whole question is who decides? Who gets to decide?
Yes.
Feet decide? Do the feet decide?
No.
Who decides?
The head.
Right. May seem it's not fair. Everything is going to the head. Right or no?
That's not unfair. Everything, the head.
What's that?
The head rules the body. If everything doesn't go to the head,
That's right. It's not unfair. That's why in Islam, everything, are we on or no? Everyone is owned by the Sultan. The Sultan, especially Sultan Selim, the first Ottoman Khalifa, he wears the mark of the slave. He says, I'm owned by Allah. In that way everything will flow. But who decides? When is it? How is it? That's why tariqat is not easy. Zikr is easy, whirling is easy. You think that is tariqat? Tariqat is, real tariqat is understanding the justice of Allah. Justice of Allah is not the justice of man. He is most merciful, He is most just. But it is not what you think. Why don't man say, why don't you give irada to angels or to animals? Why don't people just have opportunities for them to have that? So now there is the will of Allah, and then there's the will of the ego. The will of the ego wants something else. Will of the ego is challenging Allah. The ego always has to say, you are not Lord, I am Lord. And then with that kind of egoistic will, then it makes its own justice in this world. It can fool people to even think that it is for everyone, but it's not. That's why so many people may not even get tariqat. They know so much, maybe this and that. They know, they hear stories this. But when it comes to you saying, the justice of today is, you are sitting next to the shaykh. Everyone has to listen to you. The justice of tomorrow is you stand in the back. No one is going to listen to you. That's wrong? The surah that we mention every time. Yes? For the Mawlid. Allah changes like today, like He gives power whomever He wills. He takes power whomever He wills. Whomever He wills. What? That 1 second, I'll answer later. Whatever He wills, He has to make it sure that everyone is agreeable to that. He takes a poll. It is Allah. So, the Prophet's behaving, but the Prophet ﷺ is filled with mercy. Make sure that whatever he does is mercy too. There are other prophets that they're known for their justice, not for their mercy. Yes or no? There are at least several. That they're so filled with justice, they say this is unjust, Ya Rabbi. Curse to them. Curse to my nation. Quite a few prophets did that. Yes? Yes. Is it because they are not merciful? No, it's not because. But they holding up to justice. This is too much, they're saying. For the Prophet ﷺ is Ra'uf and Rahim. Ra'uf and Rahim means justice is just the first step. After that, it's more and more and more. It's not just over there in justice. But to the eyes that is filled with ego, it is going to say it is not just, it is not merciful. Justice of Allah is saying that one has a lot of hair. This one has no hair. That one lives in the mountains, this one lives in the snow. This one is when you understand the justice of Allah, then you uphold that. You see the wisdom. You see the balance. When you don't understand the justice of Allah, you think you're most just because you think Allah is Hasha, is just a man. That you think Allah is just a man like you, or men and women and this and that squabbling. Then you say, I can be too, right? I can be too, why not me? Ego is saying, why not me? Why that one over there? Like this, like this, like this, like this. It can be me. In fact, in all the other religions, they say if you really concentrate, you can be. Yes or no? You can be. Then, of course, you're going to say, I make my own justice. Then I say, why there's too many whales? No use. Kill them. Too many blacks. No use. Kill them. Too many whites. No use. Kill them. Too many frogs. Kill them. Too many sparrows. Kill them. I want my own justice. They are not friends of Allah. Who are the friends of Allah? That Allah says they will see. I will be the eyes that they see. Not they will have better vision. I will be the eyes. They will lose what I give them. They will lose what I give them. They will finish what I give them. They'll give up what I give them. They say, we're not relying, Ya Rabbi, on this. This does not belong to us. What you give, it comes from you. We return it back to you. We want you. Now Allah is saying that. I will be his eyes that he sees, his ear that he hears, everything. Then at that time, you will even say, everything has its purpose, and then you keep the balance, just like the Ottomans. They say the wolves in the mountains, they have a purpose too. They have a purpose. Every nation, they see wolves, they want to kill, right? Except for now, because we are very evolved, you see. Now we know, everything has a purpose, yes, in nature. They still haven't found the creator of nature. And this nature is still the lowest of the nature. There are countless other natures for man to understand, to study, to contemplate, to understand Allah more. Now they say, no, everything is part of the chain, blah, blah, blah. You know, chain, what?
Food chain.
No, food chain. Huh? Yeah. Circle of life. You know, circle of life. Everything is eating everything. That's what they mean by the circle of life. But believers understand that from the beginning. So you don't interfere so much. Study it first, understand first, analyze first. Look through the eyes of the Creator, not through your eyes. And according to the spirituality that you have, some they are, some saints they may question, some saints they're not even allowed to question. It's different. Some of your friends you are like this, some of your friends are like that, yes? The story of the saint who even questioned, looking at the blue bottle, those flies that come around carcasses and smelly things. They call them blue bottle, yes? It's very dark, it has a metallic blue color. The saint is just thinking, why Allah has created such a beautiful creature but make it to go to the dirtiest things, to the crap and everything. He was made to learn, to understand that in a very harsh way. And he knows not to question. So, know what you're doing, it's not about owning. You may own everything, Sultan may own everything, but it's not about owning. It's about receiving and it's about passing. It's never owning. It's about trust. I'm entrusted with emanat. I have to take care of it. Meaning that when it's here, I have to take care of it, but it is not mine. That one who owns it, he can give it and he can take it. This is the difficulty, because mankind is very selfish, it's very greedy, wants to own things. Yes? But the prophets never leave them alone, saying, no, it's not like that, not like that, don't think like that. Shaitan thinks like that, this is the dunya, don't think like that, think like this, think like this. Allah never left mankind alone. Our Shaykh used to say, Allah did not send prophets just by the aql that Allah has given to us, mankind. We will reach to Him very easily. And you'll see in history there are people that just by their intelligence they reach to conclusion of their Lord. He is the Creator. Create me for a purpose. Everything has a purpose. What is my purpose? Because although I belong to this so-called animal world, I'm also not of this world and from this world. Something else there. That's when you start waking up. You understand? But you're under a boss, you're under a sheikh, you're under a prophet, you're under that, then it is not your sense of justice. The one who creates justice, not you. The just, Yadil. That one, according to the justice of that time, that land, those people, this is what he's supposed to do. You understand? And believers are trying to understand the secret. They're not just overreacting or not reacting. Justice of Allah. That the most, let's say, important thing is our hands, let's say, for example, right? But it's not equal. Justice does not mean equal. Justice means you have to understand what is the rights of this one. It may look the same, but their rights are different. They're your same children, but their haq, what they need, they are different. You're not the same. They're never the same. You understand? So, greed is something else. Possessiveness is something else. But there are prophets who own nothing. Nothing. So Isa alayhi salam didn't own anything. Okay? But there are prophets. They're the kings of this world. Literally ruling this whole world. Whole world rule. Allah had given the rule of this whole political and material ruling. And certain types of spiritual ruling, yes? Many, many different kinds. And that is the justice of Allah. You understand? However, Allah says we make no distinction between them. They are all our beloved ones. They are not, one is not my son, one is not cursed. Hasha, hasha. You see? Like the people of the book, they make distinctions between the prophets. No, they do. They say, he's a prophet, but you see? So, your time is coming to an end. Step by step. Inshallah. ومن الله التوفيق والفاتحة.